Bakit pa po kayo nagpanukala ng ganitong batas kung ang inyo palang prinsipyo ay pabayaan na lang kung sino yung iboto ng tao, siyang manalo, kahit magkakapatid, magkakamag-anak, magpipinsan, mag-asawa, mag-ama. Bakit pa kayo nag-sponsor ng bill
Dahil
nito?
dahil apat na pong taon.
Kahit
Tama
di ba kayo naniniwala?
Naniniwala po ako dahil ang Constitution po ang nagsasabi, Mr. Speaker. It's not even your decision, Mr. Speaker.
Yung mga framers ng Constitution, dapat it will prevent the monopoly of power. Ngayon po, kung ikaw, gobernador, yung iyong pamangkin, vice governor, yung iyong pinsan, bukal, yung iyong anak, mayor, yung isa mong pamangkin, vice mayor, yung isa mong pamangkin ay kapitan ng barangay. Tapos sa kabila naman, ang congressman, kapatid mo. Sa kabilang distrito naman, ay yung iyong anak. Wala po bang monopoly of power doon?
Mr.
Hindi
Speaker,
ba? Yung tanong ko, may monopoly ba of power doon o wala?
no, because, Mr. Speaker, I'll give you the straight answer. Monopoly resides when the power to appoint resides and exercised by one person. That is monopoly. But we allow the people to vote. The primary reason is, again, the sovereignty of the people and the primacy of the right to vote under Section 1, Article 2. Kung may monopolya po, Mr. Speaker, ay kung i-appoint ito.
Whether there is a law or not, ganun pa rin. It's the same thing.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker,
Your definition of monopoly of power is just on the appointments, eh di pareho lang, may batas o wala. Kung ang presidente po, ang kanyang pinsang buo ay speaker, at ang kanyang anak ay majority leader, nagkakaroon po ba ng check and balance?
unang-una po, yes po, dahil unang-una, ang magkakaiba-iba naman po ng jurisdiction, itong ihikatura, legislatura at ihikutibo. Pasensya na, hindi po ako Tagalog, Maranao po ako, kaya ihikutibo at legislatura, Mr. Speaker.
Sa tingin niyo po ba yan ay hindi magdudulot ng pag-abuso?
Wala naman po dahil may internal mechanism and arrangement po ang bawat institution na ito.
For example, bigyan ko yung example, halimbawa, 2023, 2024, 2025. Ang total allocation po ng 1st District of Leyte kay Speaker Martin Romualdez, nung siya ay Speaker, ay 48,243,911,000. Yan po ang total allocation sa loob ng 3 taon. Yung po ang pinakamahihirap na probinsya, swerte na maka 3 bilyon, 4 na bilyon sa isang taon. Bakit nangyari ito? Bakit hindi equitable yung distribution pagdating kay Speaker Romualdez? Dahil siya ba ay pinsan ng presidente?
Di po. Ako hindi ko nakikita ng ganyan dahil unang-una
Ano po?
may proposal po ng National Expenditure Program. Ang National Expenditure Program ay naalat po nila ang kanilang budget sa bawat probinsya based on the recommendation ng Regional Development Corporation. Nandyan po yung wealth ng kanilang area.
Hindi po ba ang nag-i-rekomenda sa Kongreso ng National Expenditures Program ay ang Pangulo?
It is called the President's Budget, Mr. Speaker.
So
but
it
I
is
don't
the
think
President's budget, and it's a fact that 48,243,000 was allocated for the 1st District of Leyte because he is the cousin of the President, and 30 billion was given to the 1st District of Ilocos Norte, the son of the President, and it will not happen if they are not a political dynasty.
Mr. Speaker, if I was not observing my Ramadan, Mr. Speaker, I could have also shout as loud as Congressman Irice.
If I may,
but because I'm
Mr.
passing
Sponsor.
a Ramadan, I'm prohibited, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Sponsor,
Allow me first, Mr.
allow me
Speaker.
first, may I remind the gentleman to stop, to bring down the decibels a bit. Shouting will not do us an advantage here. Let's debate in a proper way.
If this House passes a bill that effectively protects political dynasties, then what message that sends? It sends a message that the President's commitment to political reform ay hindi totoo. That his promise to prevent repetition of trillion peso corruption, particularly in sectors like flood control, ay hindi seryoso. That instead of real reforms, what we are seeing is appeasement, delay, at pagpapalipas ng galit ng taong bayan. Marami na po nagrarally against anti-political dynasty. Let us not deceive ourselves. When you file a weak law, when you pass a diluted version, when you allow contradiction between the House and the Senate, you are not solving the problem. You are buying time until people get tired, people forget, and accountability disappears. Ito po ay hindi po anti-political dynasty law. It will institutionalize political dynasties. At palagay ko po, mga nagpinoyhenyo tayo, pwede ka na pwede. Kaya ang final na sagot ko po, hindi to anti-political dynasty law. Ito po ay isang budol. 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 Salamat po.